The weather's looking crappy this week.
I know.
I don't have my,
Oh, no, I thought you were gonna.
Oh,
Decide if I should get
Oh.
yeah, better kids.
I was checking time. That we're going to.
I'm supposed to host 4th of July.
Oh. Yeah, I got cooking in the crock pot right before pork and chicken, now I got them going.
I gotta take the pork out to thaw, to smoke for later. To probably start.
The pork from.
My sister, had
I'm here.
last year. So this is beyond that.
Gotta find someone pigs to butcher.
It's working. So we are, just so you know.
Jen said, thank you, happy tears. Send her a picture of it.
Good. And Kevin has the whole box with her picture if you want to take a picture. Give them to Dana to put up. What is your relation then?
My dad and her are brother and sister.
Okay, she's your aunt.
She was my auntie.
Christine. Hi, guys.
I was gonna say good morning, but it's afternoon.
I know.
Good morning.
Jamie's not gonna be there.
Give me some time.
No, I did get a text from Jamie, she will not be. If you wanna come closer here.
Corey's coming.
Corey's coming.
Yeah, he's up on the phone.
Oh, he's just.
And what about Kelly?
I don't know about Kelly, she hasn't heard anything.
Gonna take a picture of your mouse. I was looking, there's so many, I'm like, I don't know what to get.
Anyone.
I would buy the one that would like be compatible.
Do you want me to send you the link? I can
Yeah.
send you the link.
I think they're all compatible.
Are they?
Cause they'll all come with their own little plugger inner to make it connect
Plug it in.
a little
Oh,
knobby. So that's what's talking.
gotcha.
You could literally get any.
Okay, that makes sense. I was a little overwhelmed in the computer eye. I'm like, there's a whole lot of things there. I'm still stuck on the fact that they have eyeglasses. Get your music gateway.
Are we up and running?
Yep, I haven't heard from Kelly.
I didn't work with you on that. Nothing, and so I found an insurance broker. And I
This is long.
just see the thing. Not a good stuff. And I'm like, oh, my. Thank you. Not like that.
Did you raise your hand? Yeah, don't let me raise my hand.
I'm good.
Now that they don't have separation anymore, I just have that they're both.
Oh.
Well, started this asphalt, I bought a spray foam right, and I called her and I was like, hey, we're gonna have spray. Insurance, like, hey, I can't have straight.
You're fine. You're fine.
Tender babies.
Not judging you.
Don was coming around with a little sprayer thing.
We're gonna hit five.
It was long.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have fun though?
Yeah, we go for that, the resource center.
Oh.
The resource center.
Nice. The warm one.
Good turnout though. We won for they did like a blind draw. So we won that, but we had the highest score in scramble.
That's awesome.
We donated.
I'll stop in there tomorrow.
Oh, it was a good turnout.
Good. All right, it's 5 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. Those that can stand, please do so for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I am looking for a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
Oops, somebody don't have it. Corey and Kimberly. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Okay, we've got some donations to start with, $1,000 from Thea Cronlund. Is that how we say that? I don't know Thea. And it is for the middle school, high school students yearbook raffle.
What does that mean? What's a yearbook raffle?
Did they sell tickets to win a yearbook? And this was the, or prizes?
I think they do let kids kind of raffle it, but don't quote me on that. I have one. So I'm not sure. Monique, this is Monique's.
And maybe this is new for this next upcoming year, or maybe it has to do with publishing.
I
For her
can send it
publishing
out to
group?
you guys, I can ask.
That would be
her.
great. I'm just curious what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, okay.
All right,
That's awesome that they did that. We need
They
a
do
motion to
give
accept that.
some away.
yes, for this past year or not the upcoming year. Okay,
Make a motion to accept the donation from the Cronlund.
Second.
Holly and Corey. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Any public comment tonight? No public comment. Treasurer's report.
I hope you guys got the email from Amy.
Yep.
So that, I'm just asking.
Yep, everything looked good. So anyone have a motion to approve the treasurer's
I'll make
report?
a motion to approve it.
second.
All right.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so first by Polly, seconded by Kimberly. Any discussion about the treasurer's report? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that passes.
Yeah, we heard nothing about
So.
We'll make a motion to accept it.
what Kevin said.
Oh,
Didn't hear it.
he asked
there were
if we
some-
got the email.
There were some questions that the board had, because since we're contracting with a CISA group. So a lot of times we ask them to look at the treasury report ahead of time, if they have any questions, then we just have them, have our consultant email them the answers to those questions, so.
We did not hear any of that, so no.
Okay, so, and then we're trying to do it ahead of time because they're not here.
We had quite a bit of discussion on it last week, and the reason is because CISA's doing it now and they're really trying to clean it up. So the columns lined up a little better, and you could tell the beginning and the ending, it was much more clear. So
And is there any reason why we don't get that information? Especially in
I mean, it should be in the.
On board docs. If you go into
Oh,
board,
yeah.
there's nothing in here. Got it.
Also-
Okay, so you have to go on.
it's all, board docs handles all of our documents, and so anytime there's a public, an open item. Whatever's attached to it, you get to see it, right? Yeah.
And we did that a few years ago for paper. So that we could,
Understanding.
All right.
Thank you.
I do not have any correspondence. So moving on to reports. Kevin?
Just wanted to, I know it's dated a little bit, but I know I was talking about this and there was all kinds of, maybe you guys get this, do you? Have you seen this?
Yeah.
there's lots of.
Yeah, so anyway, like I said, with some of the legislative stuff, I just try to share it with the board, and this was the last communique that I received. I don't know if I told you guys, I had a dialogue with Tucker. I saw him at Poorhouse one day, and he said that this likely is gonna happen. So anyway, then Evers came out with this after the fact, you guys to see it. So once again, it's all politics, but in the end, I think schools have not won on this. So
Can I
anyway.
just ask you a quick question? I missed the who seconded the treasurer's report.
Um,
Sorry.
Polly and Kimberly.
Thank you so much. Go ahead.
So anyway, I think this is more of a press release kind of thing or a
Yeah.
public statement. But I just wanted you guys to know where things were if you haven't seen it. That's where the governor was. The other item, the 250th, school districts were required to celebrate and how meaningful it is now because we're coming up this weekend and obviously they're celebrating in Washington, but yeah, so school districts did, and we had different choices. We chose to celebrate with a birthday bash, within the district and did some activity. And then that document that you saw in, Board Docs is what I had to submit to DPI, and they kept.
It was DPI. I was gonna
Yeah,
ask, who
yeah,
was
yeah.
drafting
They kept
this?
saying, look, you guys need to do this and that. Yeah, okay, and then they gave you choices. So we did a birthday bash, and Carrie had some activities that kind of went with both
Yeah,
high
so-
school and.
We had sent a note home to all parents to dress red, white and blue on U Day for USA. We handed out some Wisconsin stickers, just little stickers, and the elementary kids loved it because it had Wisconsin and then a heart with home and thick enough to put on their water bottles. So it was pretty cool. So just making sure that they kind of were aware of what was happening and our little celebration. Some of the classrooms got cupcakes and did red, white cupcakes. Some did big things to hang, like garland to hang in the hallways.
Excellent. All right, anything else from anyone? All right, special ed, year in review.
Yep, our school psychologist does a fabulous job tracking all the numbers, so she put this summary together. As far as the activity we've had, the biggest surprise was 41 evaluations and reevaluation. That number is very, very high compared, usually we're in the 20s. So it was a very busy year.
All right, any questions from anyone on the year in review? All right, we're moving on to approving the minutes, looking for a motion to approve the regular school board minutes from May 26th.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All right, all those in favor? Corey, Mindy. So all those in favor
Aye.
and opposed? Okay. Looking to approve the special board meetings minutes from June 2nd.
I'll make that motion.
Corey, second.
I will second that.
Mindy, all those in favor?
I,
Opposed? And the committee of a whole minutes, June 22nd.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
Kimberly this time?
yes.
All right, Corey and Kimberly, all those in favor
I,
and opposed? All right, new business. So the first one on here is a little more discussion on that sheet metal roof warranty.
yeah, I was reading the paperwork today and it says we have to do it the first 20 years anyway. Did we not know that before?
To have the inspection?
It says we have to have the inspection anyway.
Yeah,
And then it also says that it could be $600, not
yeah,
$200 or
and
$300.
or 300 to 400, and then it gets more expensive as you
Yeah.
go on later on. We don't know how much the inspection is going to be until they know, I guess. Yeah, I'm still,
And so do we lose the warranty if we don't do the inspections?
Apparently,
I'm trying to get.
Well,
to
I
that
thought it
spot.
was just for
We
the
have
additional.
the warranty that's required, that we have based on purchase. I think, isn't that 20 or 25?
It,
it's
that's,
20, but
20.
it's like in the newest thing. It says that we have to have that inspection even during that 20 years. We were
Yeah.
under the
Yeah.
impression that we only had to do it every year if we wanted to.
So was
have
I.
it here.
so per your current warranty, you have to have an annual roof inspection. The continued care warranty is a little more in-depth of a inspection, but otherwise the same requirements as your current. You're still responsible for maintenance repairs with the current warranty, and out-of-pocket expenses would vary.
So now the only additional expense is the last 5 years.
Right,
At 3 to 4 or 6
6 to 7.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make any sense.
For your current warranty, you have to have an annual roof inspection to continue carrying warranty. Is a little more in-depth inspection.
and then he says if you have to have 5 service calls for failed corners, so that sounds like a common problem that might happen, that it could add up, but I don't know how often that happens. We definitely were not having repairs done at 5 times a year with the last roof.
Well, I
I
don't
mean,
think you mean 5 times a year.
Yeah, 5 service calls in a year
Oh, in
for
a year.
failed corner would add up pretty quick in 5 years. That's the example they're giving.
And he was pressing this on a time frame, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I was just hoping we could take more time to think it through, but I don't know, Dan seemed to think it was.
I'm not big personally on extended warranties.
I'm not
In
big on
general.
extended warranties, but you guys put on a higher end roof to get a 20-year warranty, and my fear is we're not gonna get that 20-year warranty if we don't go.
Follow this.
Yeah, and failed corners are like the number one things that fail on flat roofs because they're overlap parapets.
But are those corners gonna fail more likely in the first 20 years or in the 20 to 25 year frame?
In the first 20 years,
Yeah.
for sure.
Which we're already going to have covered now at an expense that we did not realize we were going to have.
That doesn't sound right, though. You shouldn't
Us
have to pay.
resume our plan to talk with him directly,
Yeah,
cause I
I
think
mean-
that's what we really wanted, and that's.
that is what we wanted.
Do we have enough time though?
Well, I think we just talked to him and say, hey, our board's considering this and they need to speak
Yeah.
with you. I think.
And we're confused about these dollar
Yeah,
amounts and
yeah.
how they changed.
Yeah,
In a month's time from $200 to
Yeah.
now up to $700?
And I don't know how clear Dan is on some of it either, I'm not sure.
yeah,
Right,
So.
yep.
That's fine. Let's figure out Greg to be here
so
for
maybe
Yeah.
July.
come to the cow
July,
or.
Yeah, I'll either
Okay.
have him come in person or Zoom if you guys are okay either way. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what the schedule is.
Either way.
Whatever way, just as long as we can ask him direct questions.
Yeah, he'll probably charge us to come here the way it looks like that. It says they'll charge us if they're not in the area anyway, and. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
lot
I know
more
there's, I know there is. And that's
money
what we've been-
involved in that than there
Yeah.
was last week.
And so I'm not sure how much him and Dan have talked.
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't- Can't speak for Dan, so.
Okay. All right, so then we're going on to policy topics. So we're looking at that cell phone policy 443.5, possession and use of personal electronic devices. So we've gotten some information from staff
Yeah,
and,
saw that, right?
Yep.
And it's kind of mixed.
I didn't see the stuff from staff. Was it on there?
Yep,
It's attached.
it's attached, yeah.
So I just wanted to talk with the board about, look, we have to have this done by July 1.
Right.
So we were gonna
To put something
prove
in
it as
place.
it is.
Mhm.
Between now and the beginning of the school year, we can certainly adapt, make changes within that, depending on, and we're gonna do administrator. So, that was our original plan, I thought, and then between now and the beginning of the school year, we can certainly do more research and look at modifying that. Is that what the board was thinking? So that's what I was thinking.
That was my thought as well. Like, let's get something on the books and we just had to pick one consequences choice out of the two. Unless you narrowed it down to one. Yep, so just pick one to just get it out there and then we can make amendments.
That's what I told people is we
Yeah.
pretty much have to approve it tonight, period.
Yeah.
But
We can always make changes.
I mean, I think it should go also on the cow meeting for next month, because if we have somebody on board, the new principal.
Yep.
And then I also think that we need to discuss the information we've got from staff members, because I've personally gotten a lot of information from staff members. So,
I think there's an inconsistency with staff on who's enforcing what.
Mhm.
Lot of inconsistency there, from what I'm understanding.
Is it inconsistency on the actual classroom sides, or is it inconsistency on like a classroom versus like a FIAD or
I guess,
both?
yeah,
Okay,
I would probably say both.
okay.
You'll see that some have really strong opinions about we need this black and white, we need,
Mhm.
but. I don't know if everybody's enforcing that. Like, the biggest concern is gonna be, okay, we'll do whatever. But let's make sure as a staff, we're all on page with enforcing what we're trying to do, because. I just feel like if we have administrator and a half in the building and then myself, I'm just not sure how well we can enforce it. And you guys know how tricky kids can be. We talked about this last time. So that's all. I mean, either way, we'll do what we can do.
Most would be in the classrooms, wouldn't it? Isn't that like the major?
well, that's what the
Concern.
state is saying is instructional time,
Instructional
but,
time,
the staff that I've talked to have said it's a much bigger problem than I personally thought it was. And I mean, Tom, the sub that was talking about it as well. And I didn't know that kids were coming to school with burner phones and turning in a fake phone. I didn't know, I mean, I know about smartwatches because I have one. I didn't know smart glasses even exist.
I'm
And
still stuck.
I
on that.
didn't know that they could loop their phone to their Chromebook and they can still be messaging and stuff without even having their phone on them. I didn't know all those things were happening.
Yeah.
So I've really appreciated the information that I've got.
Mhm.
It's definitely changed my opinion.
So maybe we need to
They're-
pick a
they're-
direction to
They're
go.
crafty, kids are.
Well, just
then-
tonight, we're just going to approve, we just need to,
Have,
yeah, approve what we have with which consequent. And I have to look, where do the consequences start on that? 'Cause
First one.
we just need to edit it out the second choice. Just so that there's a full proper draft of something
Yes.
that goes from beginning to end, and then we can make
Yeah.
those changes that we
I agree.
want to make. So, does anyone care which consequences go in there now?
It looks like it was a 50-50 split on the consequences of the emails, 1 versus 2. So I don't necessarily have a.
maybe we were just gonna go with kind of what we had.
Mhm.
I consider it a work in progress, so I don't care at this point which
Yeah.
one we go to. I mean, I strongly believe we're gonna have to make changes.
Okay, so let's just go with the first choice of how it's written, and we'll get rid of the second portion, just so that there's one on the books, and that's just.
I'll make a motion to use the first portion of the
Okay.
policy consequence.
Consequences. Okay, so
I'll
that's,
second it.
so Corey and Polly, any discussion on this?
Just noting that that this is not done. That
Right.
it's a work in progress.
Yep, we'll bring it back for July. All right, all those in favor
I,
and opposed? All right,
I'm not opposed, but can you just, tell me where I might find the consequence part? Is it under the? I'm just not seeing it in the emails or anything attached.
well, it's the policy draft 443.5. So I know I was doing the same thing, trying to go back through there and look at where we divide, because there's basically 2 just written in there as the same. So electronics in school,
Alright, I'll just email, if I can't find it, I'll just email.
okay.
Sorry.
It'll look like there's 2 policies written there, and you'll be like, oh, wait, this is like a recap of something that was above it, and,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So we're
just,
taking the first one, not the second one.
Gotcha.
and then we'll make it all even better, more.
Oh, okay, it's just like the first pages.
Yeah.
Here and first page there. Okay. Thank you, sorry.
Mhm. Okay,
You know about that,
are you here in telling us about building items capacity, or?
Yeah, I just thought I'd stop in case you had any questions about that.
So we did just talk about the roof warranty, and we thought it would be best to have Greg be able to answer questions via Zoom, or if he came in person, whichever one he could be able to do.
especially because the dollar amounts and everything have changed since last week.
If you want to answer, could you come up at least so that you're more on camera and audio?
Sweaty.
Well, we all.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
So I emailed him and the problem is he didn't give me a value as far as what value you get off of with making it go an extra 5 years.
Yes.
It would cost an extra $7,500 over 25 years. approximately. However, apparently we're supposed to be
That's what we saw as well.
inspected every year already,
Right.
which
We
I
weren't,
didn't- I was not aware of that, and I don't think Greg had him out here inspecting the road either. So in reality, it would cost a little bit more.
right. So it'll be nice to have him just in person so that we can clarify that need to already be doing this.
But I don't.
I'll have to call him and talk with him and I say, look, we got a lot of questions. We understand he's trying to make a sell, but
Yeah.
you know, we just wanna make sure, the board wants to make sure that they're getting the right information.
Yeah.
You know,
And we have to know what to budget for too, because we originally thought it was like 200 to 300 and we were figuring on that 7,500. Well, if it could be 700, we're looking at 16,000.
Yeah,
So,
that's not what he said the first time.
right,
Mhm.
so we
just have to
just
be
need
clear.
more information again,
Okay,
And
but thank you.
if you wanna sit together, we can call them and talk with them together and just
yeah,
say,
that's fine.
I've sold commercial and residential roofing for a lot of years, and I have never heard of a homeowner or any commercial business having to have an inspection just for a basic warranty.
Yeah, for a product warranty, you wouldn't. I mean, commercial side's different, obviously, but for a product warranty to have an annual inspection.
Well, I asked him, I said, who has to inspect it? Can the individual inspect it? Cause maybe, what are you looking at up there?
Yeah,
Right,
You know, you're just looking for any cracks or that type of thing.
right.
yeah.
They're not gonna be able to see half the roof anyway, so the rocks are all.
And if we sign something, I'd love to see that paperwork that says we've already signed to say that we agreed that they were gonna annually inspect it for a cost to maintain our warranty. Cause otherwise it's,
Try to find contracts.
well, just the contract we signed for the
new
new
one.
portion. If we didn't sign a contract, then we weren't already told that we needed to have an annual inspection at a fee. And they just gave us the information that it was a warranty included in the price of the roof. So,
So I don't know. What, you know, wait, our insurance company shows up once a year, and sometimes they go on the roof and sometimes they're competent.
Right,
Yeah.
So.
good to know.
I don't.
okay.
Okay,
Well, we'll hear from Greg and see what he has to say.
touch base with him and we'll just tell him where we're at.
If it's too late, it's too late.
It shouldn't be.
Well, he's gotta work with us. I mean, we're. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, you'd think
We're a
so.
customer. I mean,
well, and it's a brand new roof as of last year, right?
Yeah.
So,
Last summer.
It's just that it's a new program,
Mhm.
basically. They just, this Carlisle just started
Okay,
this
oh, it's
program.
through the manufacturer, okay.
Yeah.
With, it's a manufacturer.
We'll let 'em work it.
They just started that one saying, okay, well, if we come out and inspect it once a year, we'll give you an extra 5 years if you want.
yeah,
Mhm.
Basically what it is.
Yeah.
So Dan, you think if the time has passed this year, we can sign up for it next year? Like,
No, because it has to be done a year within the.
Yeah.
Finishing.
Well, yeah,
But they've
it
never explained it to us, it's pretty hard to.
make the sale for
I
them.
mean, we did intend to have him here, not for the phone, it's like.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
he said he waited.
We apologize. We'll talk to him. All right.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
All right, back on to policy topics. So we're looking to approve policy 751 student transportation services. This was basically a new state policy regarding video, audio, or both on buses that it can happen. If your district has those items, we do have those items on some of our buses. So it's just a new
You have
state
to announce
requirement.
that.
Yeah, you have to announce that.
I'll make a motion to approve policy 751.
Second.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Excellent. Okay, C, educational options 26-27. So again, this was just that we do this every year and the links to the DPI report card were what were updated on here. No other language was changed from previous times.
I'll make a motion to approve the educational options for 26-27.
Second.
Holly and Corey, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, elementary student handbook. So basic changes on dates, teachers' names, and then entering in that information on the cell phones was what was put in here as the main pieces.
I'll make a motion to approve the elementary student handbook.
I'll second it.
Corey and Mindy, any discussion on the elementary? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. Okay, middle school and high school, same pieces, updating dates, phone numbers, and cell phone policy.
I'll make a motion to approve the high school student handbook at middle school.
Second,
All right, any discussion? All right, all those in favor
Aye.
I,
and opposed. Okay, we've got the district administrator handbook. There were some pieces advised by the state on sick leave time, right? That was the main. CISA made the recommendations on sick leave pieces that are just clearing up some terminology in there.
I'll make a motion to approve the administrators, directors and district staff handbook.
Second,
Okay, all those in favor
I,
and opposed? Certified staff handbook, same piece, updates on that PTO language.
I'll make a motion to approve the certified staff handbook.
second,
Second by Polly. All those in favor
I,
and opposed? And support staff handbook. It was the same pieces. Well, they didn't have they don't have the PTO, but there was some similar language in there regarding that.
I'll make a motion to approve the support staff handbook for the 2026-2027 school year.
second it.
All those in favor?
I,
Excellent. Or opposed, sorry, none opposed. Okay, so new business budget topics. So the CISA business contract, we just got a little bit more information to make sure that we knew all the pieces that they were covering and how many days and whatnot. So looking for a policy to approve our business services contract for the 26-27 school year.
I will make that motion. Thank Polly.
No, I didn't. I was just correcting. She said the
Oh,
policy.
yeah.
Not a policy, you're right,
Yeah.
contract.
I'll make the motion to approve the contract with CISA Business Services.
I'll second it.
All right, any discussion on that? All right, all those in favor
I,
and opposed? Okay, sped bonus freeze for 26-27. So this did not affect anyone that was currently here right now, and it just puts a freeze on some incentives that we had looking at hiring additional people for sped and it for their going to training or if they already had some training, right?
With sign-on bonuses.
Sign-on bonuses. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so looking for a motion to freeze those for the 26-27 school year.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Corey and Kimberly, any discussion? All those in favor
I,
and opposed? All right, new business personnel topics. So we have a number of resignations here. So I'm going to be looking for a motion to accept the resignation of our Native American homeschool coordinator, Tara Voss, elementary teacher, Jordan Hansen, Danielle Reitman, Rebecca Wicklund, middle school teacher, Colin Williams, assistant middle school football coach, Marcus Scarborough.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor
I,
and opposed? Okay, then we've got some hires to go along with this. So looking to approve the hiring of PE float athletic director, open gym, Aaliyah Anderson, cross-categorical sped, Michael Nelson, elementary teacher, second grade, Wendy Nelson, and social media coordinator, Monique Clark.
Wendy Jensen.
Jensen, sorry. Thank
I'll
you.
make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor
I,
and opposed? All right, next one is counseling services. Make sure. Oh, yeah, there's not any on there. So this is to do the contract with Cartwheel? Is that the counseling service?
Yes, for the 1 year, but we were talking about her.
And her bonus. Okay, so we have gone down from 2 counselor positions to 1, expecting the 1 person to do that work of 2 people. She came to us with an offer for an outside counseling resource called Cartwheel. They were offering 70% grant.
Yes. So
So-
the first year was under $5,000.
Yep.
Which was,
It was like 9,000 for a 3-year contract with them. I'm sorry, I don't have it from the last meeting in front of me. So it was very I thought cost effective. It covers up to 10 or 12 referrals so that we can send our students to them to seek additional counseling services virtually as opposed to trying to get into on site?
I believe it was 15.
15 in a 12-month year then,
Yeah,
is that what I'm thinking?
12-month
Okay,
year.
perfect. And so that's what the cartwheel piece. Anyone else have anything on
We
the?
don't have to continue. the
Correct,
2
we-
years, So we don't have to pay the full 9,000 if we decide we hire somebody.
Yes. So if we get,
First year we pay for and then we.
Yep.
Kind of take it as we go.
then we take it from there.
They're also working on another grant for the future years, but can't do it until those years come
Yep.
up.
Yes, and then Montana did ask for a stipend for the year for the additional work she was doing of $10,000. So we're looking to approve going forward with her $10,000 stipend for the year, as well as signing on for those cartwheel services.
There was a lot of discussion on that, and we decided that she had asked for a salary increase, and we had decided to do it as a bonus covered in 2 ways. And the reason that is because if we decide we need another half-time or full-time counselor, we wouldn't want to like reduce her salary. So this way the bonus would end if another person was hired. So it's just a different way of doing it.
And then we were looking at doing that in 2 payments, so she'll get one at the beginning of the year and one at the end of the year.
I'll
Okay,
make that motion for the above statement.
Corey,
For the revisions in the counselor's position.
and
The
Min-
addition of cartwheel.
yes, and Mindy will second that. All right, any additional conversation, discussion? All those in favor and opposed? All right, hiring of teachers. So this is who we've already approved this one. Was there any,
Justin Young.
he wasn't on the first list?
And what is this position?
Justin will be either,
Oh, sorry, because we hadn't seen this one yet. That's right. I'm sorry.
Correct. So we're looking at a couple different pieces with him. And he knows that, so he's willing to kind of wait until all the dust kind of settles and the new person gets hiring more people. So he would be looking at an elementary or possibly middle school.
Oh, okay.
So he's willing to either.
Do we have a middle school opening?
Sixth grade.
Sixth
Oh.
grade.
Okay.
And Collins.
No,
Williams.
he's a high school.
Yeah, he's high school.
Technically high school, okay.
Yeah.
He did some middle school classes this past year, okay. All right, so we're looking to approve the hiring of, sorry, what was Justin Young?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Wait a second. And is he licensed?
He's
Yes.
got a master's.
Masters.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean you're licensed.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we got,
I make the motion.
made the motion by Corey, seconded by Kimberly. Any discussion? All those in favor? And opposed? All right, on to our calendar meetings. So we're looking to do Monday and Tuesday of the last 2 weeks of July, both times.
For me,
So committee of the whole would be Monday, July 20th at 5 p.m. Our joint school board meeting, Siren Frederick Webster here on the 21st at 5:30. The regular school board meeting, July 27th at 5 p.m. And then our open public town hall meeting, July 28th at 5:30 p.m.
Is the meeting with the other boards
So-
open? For-
Yes, everything, it would be open for the public.
Okay.
Yes.
So I did meet with, I'm gonna meet with lieutenants. They wanted to run it as a committee of the whole type setting.
Sure.
So they weren't gonna entertain comments from the public at that meeting. That's what the other soups felt was necessary because the boards were all needed to get the information together. And we had contract Ben Niehaus and Bob Butler from Wisconsin Associated School Boards to address the group, particularly on whole grade sharing.
Mhm.
And Ben was the superintendent in Florence when the consolidation, dissolution and things like that were occurring.
Great.
Remember that. So he's got some deep background on some of this information. So we hope to get some concrete information. I mean, I've got an agenda and I'll share it with you. We're trying to finalize it. Kyle and I met here And we thought this was too small of an area for that, so we're gonna go in the auditorium.
Okay,
Okay.
that was what I was
and
just gonna
have the
talk about.
boards maybe up on the stage and, in their groups and call the meetings for the committee of the whole. And we have an agenda and then we'll let the speakers speak and then at this particular meeting, they weren't gonna they would entertain questions from the board back and forth.
I think that makes sense. I mean, we're all just gonna be getting the information right to begin with, and we're all gonna need some time to digest and research and whatnot. And we'll have that then going into our town hall meeting, and we can definitely utilize some of the questions and things that the boards bring up during that time.
So they're gonna talk about the whole grade sharing, something we want,
Yep.
the consolidation, they're gonna talk about that and talk about those things. And
Mhm.
he said that would be a very short discussion, for whatever reason. And so there'll be a variety of options and then other options we can do sharing, like students.
Services
staff,
and- yeah.
Cool.
Great. And then I know it was brought up that our town hall meeting may also not have enough room in here. I don't know if the auditorium would suit us for small group discussions, though. So, we may just have to kind of figure it out if we can have some tables.
In the comments.
With-
I was gonna say,
Oh,
take
maybe,
the comment.
maybe the commons. So we'll,
Break out in like the commons or classrooms or something.
Yeah.
And then reconvene.
yeah. We'll have to kind of maybe do some talking before the meeting's posted. It will obviously have its location on there. So we've got a month to figure that out, figure out what's usable as the school is being cleaned and whatnot too. So, all right.
Can I make a motion to approve all 4 meetings for the month of July? Or do we have to do?
We don't need a motion. We just
Oh.
talk about them. Yep. So
Will
those,
that meeting be broadcast?
We can try, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were, he was fine. Kyle's the only guy I spoke with. Josh was on
Okay.
vacation, so he was open to that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We would
it's
just
good.
run it like a regular committee of the whole and they.
Yep.
Be there, yeah.
And the auditorium set up for YouTube. and
Yep.
Stuff on it.
Sweet.
We've done it there, we've done the meeting there before.
Okay, on to approving the bills. So, before we have discussion, I'm looking for a motion to approve the bill cycle for 5/20 to 6/23 of 26.
I'll make that motion.
Cory, and a second by
Second.
Kimberly. All right, any discussion on the bills? So we did have a number of return checks again, and those are about petering out, hopefully. But any?
Receive any questions from anyone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm looking for then a motion to approve the bill
We
cycle,
do.
or not the motions, I'm taking the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, opposed. Okay. All right, so we are going to then convene into closed session under Wisconsin State Statute 19.851 C, E, F, and G to consider employment promotion compensation or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which a government body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility. Considerations of financial, medical, social, and personal information, and to confer with legal counsel who's rendering oral or written advice. Looking
make
for
a motion.
Cory, second by Kelly, thank you.
Cory made the motion.
Been very
I make
hot.
the motion.
I was like writing a K and then I was thinking of your. Okay, all those in favor, call the roll.
Polly,
Yes.
Corey, yes. Katie.
Yes.
Kim.
Yes.